You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Days of Our Lives fans. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I have got your early weekly spoilers for Monday, May 27th through Friday, May 31st. We've got the baby actually coming back to his biological mother. We've got a manhunt. We've got lawsuits. We've got people trying to cover their butts so they don't get drawn into some of the toxic stuff that's going on next week. Hey, if you haven't, please subscribe. And now we're going to dig in. And as we always do on the early editions, real quick, we're just going to talk about what's happening the rest of this week, just to give you some context for next week. So on Wednesday, the 22nd, Johnny and Chanel are talking, and she insists she wants to keep on going with the pregnancy. He's not quite so sure, but he is deferring to her wishes. And Julie and Chad celebrate that they can finally move out of the Kiriakis mansion and back into the Horton house. And Tate tells Aaron that he and Holly have been secretly dating behind their parents' back. And I just wonder if they're going to go through with this prom swap plan. Meanwhile, Teresa gets her wish, and Alex does indeed ask her to move back into the Kiriakis mansion with him, but at the same time, he's still getting frisky with Kristen, and it doesn't seem like he is going to stop. Maggie Horton activates the plan for revenge on Constantine on Wednesday as well. That takes us to Thursday, May 23rd, 2024, and Stephanie tells Chad that Everett punched Eric and got arrested. Now, I will say, I don't think Everett should be locked up for this necessarily, because Sloan was saying, stop, let me go away, leave me alone. And that was a woman saying no. And a woman can say no even to her husband. There was a whole Supreme Court case about this where it was like this landmark case that, yes, a husband can be accused of raping his wife. So just because they're married doesn't mean that Eric gets to go and yank her out of there. I mean, obviously, she was drunk and probably should have gone home. But when you say no, no means no. So I am not quite sure why Everett's in so much trouble. But Marlena does deduce what is going on with Everett, and I do think it is going to be a DID kind of thing. Meanwhile, Rafe is shocked to see Everett behind bars, but flirting with Jada. And Rafe, is like, is that really Everett? Or it doesn't seem right. And it looks like it's Bobby. And Eric confronts Sloan about her recent behavior, running off, getting drunk, yelling at him in front of everyone. And obviously she can't, tell him everything because she's still trying to figure out what to do about EJ's threats, but he only gave her, that 24-hour deadline. So on Friday the 24th, Sloan finally confesses to Eric that Jude is not their baby, and she tells him the half-lie that Jude is EJ and Nicole's kid. Meanwhile, Nicole and EJ are spending time together, with EJ obsessing about her kissing Eric, but also thinking he has the perfect plan to save their marriage, getting the baby back. And Nicole is having these second thoughts about Eric and about their kiss and, being tempted working with him. Chanel tells Johnny that she's worried about the radiation affecting their baby, but she still wants to press forward no matter if their child is going to have birth defects. And Marlena talks to Jada and Rafe and Stephanie and shares with them what she thinks is going on with Everett and that he's got more than one person in his head, and she tells them what she thinks the diagnosis is. And that takes us to the next week, Monday, May 27th, 2024. We've got Xander and Sarah so happy as they head over to the Kiriakis mansion, and they tell Maggie that they are engaged, and I'm sure she's going to be so happy for them. And as far as they know, that now means there's two weddings being planned, Maggie's and Sarah's. But of course, Maggie has no intentions on saying I do, but I don't think she's going to tell her daughter and her future son-in-law what she's planning. Nicole is shocked on Monday when she learns that Jude really is her baby. She may get a little inkling of this on Friday because a lot of times they carry stuff over Cliffhanger Friday to Monday. But on Monday, definitely she finds out that Jude is her baby. And of course, that justifies all the things she was thinking about when she said she knew her son when she saw him. Tuesday, May 28th, we've got Stephen DiMera seeing the new DA, who's the old DA, Melinda Trask, and she's got all this evidence that he and Rafe and them have come up with, and he is really hoping she will reopen Lee Shin's murder case. And of course, that's kind of interesting because Melinda was dating Lee Shin at one point, and she was very upset that he was murdered. And I do think she is going to want to know exactly what happened to him. So they stand good odds with her if she can keep her job, because she might be on the bubble for helping steal that baby. Sloan Petersen disappears on Tuesday, and Rafe and Eric are both shocked by this. So it sounds like she was definitely facing arrest, but she has taken off. And remember, that's what EJ told her to do. Wednesday, May 29th, we've got Marlena Evans and John Black. They are there to support Eric, who is completely shocked that he has been raising EJ and Nicole's baby because he hasn't been told the truth, and that his wife stole the baby. I mean, Eric's going to be pretty indignant, but he also generally kind of tries to understand what people are thinking. So I wonder if in some way he's going to blame himself for what Sloan did. Marlena has a chat with Jada Hunter. She thinks that they need to have an intervention for Everett. Bob Everett, I guess I like to call him, because he is spiraling out of control. Thursday, May 30th, we've got Ava Harris and Lucas Horton. They are in Montana. They are hunting for Clyde, and of course, where he is with Officer Goldman, and they have come up with a plan to lure him out of hiding and nab him once and for all. Alex Kiriakis talks to Marlena on Thursday and tells her that he has gotten back together with Teresa, but admits that he's still doing booty calls with Kristen DiMera. And I'm sure Marlena is probably going to tell him that's not a good thing to do, but I don't know if he's going to stop. We'll see how it goes. And on Friday the 31st, we've got Sloan turning up again somewhere where Nicole is, because they have a huge, nasty showdown. And I wonder if Sloan is going to sit on the secret about the paternity, or if she might out EJ anyway and then run. And Melinda worries that the walls are closing in and she might be implicated in the baby swap. I wonder if EJ has figured out she might have played a role in it and comes to threaten her or something like that. We'll see how it goes. Those are all of our early weekly spoilers for days next week. Drop your comments. Let me know what you're excited to see. Definitely come back. Subscribe if you haven't. And remember, we are here talking Days of Our Lives 7 days a week. And as always, I'm your host, Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.